New setting out here, you feel me? New studio.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're moving on.
hey, we're doing big things.
Yeah.
119 subscribers.
We have TSR headquarters. TSR headquarters.
I like it though, man.
Yeah.
I like
We're
it.
gonna see how we rock in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we're gonna get some posters to put up here and stuff like that too. So.
But anyways, TSR, we back another week, and what we wanted to do today is we got some wings.
We're gonna do that first or off the top?
No, we're gonna do this first.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna do this first.
Change it up a little
We're
bit.
gonna do this
So
first.
the whole time when we talking, it's gonna be mouth burning.
That's all right.
All right. Oh, smells like.
So I guess I'm first. They gotta ask me first. What it's gonna be? It's gonna be a little trivia. It's gonna be a little trivia.
Yeah, it's not like truth or dare.
And if I get it wrong, I have to, eat a wing.
Now, if
Vice
you get
versa.
it right,
If I get it right, then it keeps going.
The
That's why I got
opposing-
a bunch of questions here.
okay, cool.
So, anyways, who wants to go first to ask me a question?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay.
I know he's gonna get mine.
So I'm gonna ask you a question because we're both Raider fans,
Okay.
and one Raider player turned around and got Stickum banned. What year did he get banned?
Oh, what year?
Ooh.
Ah.
And bonus if you name the player. If you could name the player that got it banned.
Lester Hayes.
Okay, you got that
Yeah,
one.
Lester Hayes.
And the year that it got banned.
That's a good one. That's way easier than mine.
I'm gonna go with 1976.
1981.
Ah! God damn.
Oh shit! You got it.
So here I go.
Eat
Here I
up.
go. Here I go. Let's see how hot.
Let's see how
these
hot
wings
these
are.
wings are too. You smell?
I need to get my question ready.
That was a good one though.
Yeah, that was
There you
good.
go. You're next.
Because I was like, he's gonna get the player. Hold on, I'm trying to brighten it down while you're trying to look.
Oh man, it's not. Where's my phone at?
Let's see 'em. They ain't that hot,
Oh,
huh?
let me grab my phone. Hey, now
Unless it starts kicking in after, but no.
an aftertaste. My bad.
Yeah.
I told you to get the one I told you.
What was it?
911.
I don't know.
Oh, well, I asked them what's the hottest one you got, and they said this one.
Oh, really?
So,
He's like, I told you to get that napkin. All right, so now I ask Ant, right?
These are actually pretty good. Yeah,
Now
go
I
ahead.
ask Ant. Ready? So,
yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
who was the first Korean player to play in the NFL?
Korean player?
And if you guess who drafted him, I'll eat the damn wing.
Korean player?
Korean player, the first Korean player
So he has to be a
play in the
kicker.
NFL. Yeah.
He has to be a kicker, obviously, because Koreans are pretty short. No offense, just saying.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty much logic. It's not like getting 6-footers out of the Korea.
Yo, me?
Oh yeah, they bred the fucking guy to be that big.
Keep giving him rice.
I don't know, dude. I'm a blank on that one.
Can I guess it?
Nah, I seen you look at your eye.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
Yeah, but it doesn't. He got it wrong, right? You still eat it?
Yeah, he still
Yeah.
gets it.
All right.
What?
Who is it?
It's Young Wei Koo.
No.
No?
Min Long Lee
Oh.
by the Arizona Cardinals in the second round in 1986.
Okay, well, he gives us
So
players
you-
we don't
you-
even know
hey,
about.
go
Like,
ahead.
All right, so.
Oh,
okay.
you said trivia, so
I mean,
like
that's cool. That's fine. So whose turn is it?
no. Well, he's got to eat the wing now.
Oh yeah, eat the wing.
Okay.
That's my turn to ask, right?
Yeah, to me.
All right. So. Damn! Look at that face.
I'm hungry, bro. I'm gonna napkin. You want to grab one, bro?
I ain't never seen anybody close their eyes when they eat.
I'm gonna have a napkin.
Yep. Oh,
Right on.
well, let's split it.
Yeah.
My back's hurting right now. Like, so for me to get up right now, it's
They're actually
like,
tasty. I would consider getting those again.
yeah,
They're good, huh?
Yeah, they're
they're
good.
not hot.
They're flavorful.
All right.
We're gonna have
next
to really search some hot
Did
ones
you,
out
we,
next time.
yeah.
All right,
Okay.
go for it. Go for it.
All right. And Emmitt Smith is the NFL's all-time leader in 1,000-yard rushing seasons with 11. Can you name the 3 players behind him? At least one with 1,000-yard rushing seasons. So he's at 11.
He's at 11. Damn. 1,000. Well,
So there's
what-
3 people behind him with 10. Can you name at least one of them?
is LT one? The Damian Tomlinson?
Nope.
Because I don't even want to say Sanders. I don't even think he played 10 seasons. And he only
Well, you
played
already got it
7.
wrong.
Yeah.
But
You said at least one. I get 3. One more try, right?
no, you get you get 1 crack out of those 3. You don't get 3 cracks. I didn't make you say 3.
Who are the
players.
3?
So Curtis Martin, Walter Payton, and Barry Sanders.
I
If you would've said Barry Sanders first.
For some reason, I'm thinking he didn't even play a whole 10. 9. I was thinking 8 or 9.
He retired early.
Early.
He was a badass.
I didn't. Damn, he played 10? Damn. Alright, let's do this.
All right, next one.
I'm like the least
Are you
likely
high?
to.
No, I'm just chilling. I need
Oh.
something to drink, bro. What?
I was about to say, I'm like,
Let's see.
I'm just trying to get
they're
some.
actually good. I ain't gonna lie, these are good.
Let's see.
I
I'm
think about
like
getting them
the
next time we
least-
go.
Yeah.
You down? It'll be good. It'll flavor some.
All right, your turn to ask me.
Okay. I already did ask you.
Oh, him then.
These ain't hot.
Not bad, huh? They're tasty, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just get it wrong on purpose.
I know. I never just answered the wrong question because now we know.
He's gonna get it.
What
I already know he's gonna get it. It's like easy because I was like, y'all
What
hit
is
me
it?
with these questions real quick. All right. Who was the first player to rack up more than 10,000 career receiving yards as a Raider?
Holy.
Tim Brown.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. That was an easy one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep it. My question was almost, what was Al Davis's favorite meal?
That's a sidewinder. I've
Yeah,
ever
but
seen one.
it was cheeseburgers and coleslaw.
Ah, that fucking homer. You saw the way he dressed. Fucking guy. Fuck, bro.
All right.
So do I eat it? Shit, I'm about
This is
to
all
eat it.
relaxed, dog. I feel good.
Yeah, I know it's kind of comfy up in here.
Yeah,
huh?
it is.
I'm about to fall asleep.
Yeah. Imagine just nodding off on the foot. That'd have been the old Anthony. Oh.
That would have been me. It might be.
Wow.
During the
Ready?
NBA talk.
You ready? Hey, Patrick Mahomes is the second youngest starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Who was the youngest?
Me?
Oh, I think I know this.
Second youngest to win a
No,
Super Bowl?
Mahomes was the second.
I know, he
youngest.
was the second youngest.
Who was the youngest?
Throw a guess out there. I think I know who it is.
I'm getting ready to eat this wing.
I know, me too.
I would say Troy Aikman.
No. You gotta eat that wing. But just for shits and giggles, I'll give you a hint. He's still playing.
Yeah, it was Tom Brady, right?
It was Tom Brady?
Nope.
No. Aaron Rodgers. Oh, I know who it was. Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Yep.
Oh,
I know he split
Big
my mind.
Ben, yeah. Eat that wing.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's like catching up to him.
No, that's good.
So whose turn is it now?
I gotta get asked a question.
Anthony has to ask.
Yeah, you have to ask me.
What year was Troy Aikman drafted? These are good, bro.
1989?
Got it right.
You know what I'm saying? It was either 88 or 89.
Got it right.
Well, he was like, this
He
was
thought
gonna say
about that
91.
All right.
I thought you were gonna say 90.
Who's it on?
No, it was 88 or 89.
Whose turn is it? Is it back around?
Go back.
Am I asking? I'm
Yeah.
asking you, right?
You already asked me.
And I already asked you.
Yeah.
Did you ask Anthony?
Yeah.
You guys have
I-
rules left. Why don't you guys go until you guys?
All right. Well, I got a bunch here. How about between both of y'all? How about this? Between
Wait,
both
I
of
gotta
you?
get asked. Oh, yeah, by him. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because you already won. You already won.
Yeah.
That was a good question. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
It was either 88 or 89.
Check this one out. I got this one. What is the most points per game averaged by a defensive player of the year, and who was it?
Open end, or who you asking?
Both of y'all. Whoever gets it.
By a defensive player?
What is the most points per game averaged by a defensive player of the year, and who was it?
Derek Brooks.
I'm sorry. This is NBA.
Oh.
Obviously, like.
Oh, I thought you were saying like a.
I guess I didn't specify. In the NBA, what is the most points per game averaged by a defensive player of the year, and who was it?
I don't know the points. That's a tough one.
You guess the player,
no.
I'll guess the points.
No. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
That's a two-part question, right?
Yeah, that's
a two-part question.
So you guess the player, I'll guess the points. How much did he
I
have?
would say, okay, I know Michael Jordan because I have the 10s. He was Defensive Player of the Year one of the years. And he was a great scorer, so I'd say Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say, well, shit, damn. 34 point something points a game.
It was 35.
Damn! I gotta eat. I was gonna say 34.6.
Because on the 10s it says that the 10s was when he was retired. And if you look at the bottom, it says Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year. It has all his stats. Hey, comes in good to own some shoes, dog.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this one? A couple more.
You're up, bro. You gotta ask him a question.
Oh.
You got to ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't know y'all had more
You
questions.
asking questions, I mean.
Let me see.
But that's why I was kept going, because I don't know if y'all have any more questions.
Okay, I got one.
What is it?
Who named the Super Bowl? You don't have to say the name of it. You could just say the team that he was with.
Well, who named the Super Bowl?
Who came up with the name the Super Bowl?
It's either got to be the Chiefs or the Packers. It's got to be one of those. Like the team associated with, or the person.
What's the person associated with that team?
I'm gonna go with the Packers.
The Chiefs.
Yeah, I knew it was the Chiefs or the Packers.
The Chiefs are the ones that. It was the owner of the Chiefs that came up with that.
Yeah.
And it was him and Al Davis, supposedly, that they were together. They had a Super Bowl. And they looked at it and they went, well, it's a bowl. The stadium. Super Bowl.
Orale. I didn't know
But
that.
they say it's the Chiefs guy. Yeah. But some Raider fans will turn around and say it was Al Davis, but it really wasn't.
It was the Chiefs.
It was a Chiefs owner. Because they were part of the AFL.
Oh.
Okay, last one. Last one.
Well, I already ate. Oh, my wings. But.
Okay, so
Wait, eat your wing.
Eat your wing, bro.
Yeah, like,
you
eat
dropped
your
the
wing.
ball.
You
I
got
will.
it wrong.
Only one quarterback,
He always
receiver.
does that, bro. Like, when it's on him, like, all right, nah, just wait.
Eat your wing, bro.
But
Eat
when
your
it
wing.
says, hey, eat your shit, you gotta eat, and then I'll ask.
Look at the way he rolled his eyes, bro.
I mean, it's good. I was just trying to savor it.
So were we, but we're forced.
We got one more left, man. I'm already. My eyes are already starting to wander over there.
Only one quarterback receiver duo in the NFL has hooked up for 100 yards. 100 touchdowns or more. Who is it?
There's some good tandems out there. We're not tandems.
Wait, say, like, in history?
Mm-hmm.
Like, in a season?
Career-wise, you don't score 100 touchdowns in a year.
You do 10, 10, 10, or whatever.
Receiver
100.
quarterback duo.
Yeah, receiver, quarterback. Because you got.
So basically, who
I
has
feel
the-
like that was like recent. That's like a recent duo that was.
You got the best show on turf. That was a solid fucking.
Were they together that long?
No.
I don't think it was that long.
But they were bad, though.
Receiver and quarterback duo.
I kind of have an idea what it
To
is.
do 100 touchdowns?
I'm gonna
More than
say-
100. They're the only ones to do 100 plus. No one else.
I wanna say Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, because he caught the first 200 and he caught the 400th pass. That's 200 passes
gonna-
right there.
Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin. They were good together, bro.
And who was it?
You said Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin?
Yeah.
They're not even in the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're 29th with 49.
Damn.
You say who?
I want to say Devontae and Aaron. Devontae be racking up like 20.
No, they're not even. They're not even in the. No.
Who was it?
What was it?
Hella Edelman and Brady.
Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison.
Oh, I forgot. That was a good little show. too,
With
bro.
112. Y'all want to know who's second?
Who?
Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates. Steve Young, Jerry Rice, and then Tom Brady and Gronk.
Steve Young and Jerry Rice? Shit.
Yeah,
That's great, because he played with Montana, too.
yeah.
I was thinking, but that wasn't a throwing league back then, bro.
Well, it was still like West Coast offense.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, well,
Aaron
yeah.
Rodgers is Jordy Nelson. Jordy Nelson is the most who's caught.
Damn, and they just discarded him like he was trash.
He went to the Raiders right after that.
Yeah.
Right after that surgery, he tried that 1 year
And then
and
didn't he go to the Cowboys?
no.
Okay. All right, that's enough for trivia. Any of y'all got
It's
enough?
quiet in here. Like it's like
It's
it's
comforting.
subtle. Yeah, like
Quiet, no echo.
I don't even want to laugh loud.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm gonna disturb somebody and no
Yeah.
one's here.
Yeah.
Well, anybody got an off the top?
Let's go at. Make me fucking laugh because I'm a dude. We ate. We sitting on the couch.
I'll talk off the top. It's just a real quick one. Obviously, I've been doing the health thing.
Right.
When you're throwing up at the treadmill twice today, that was kind of a bummer, bro. And it was the most embarrassing part about it was there was like this bad girl next to me. She was beautiful, man.
Should have got a fatty.
Oh gosh, she's so pretty. And I just remember just running on the thing, and I just remember and I went, yeah, I can't.
She's all. Is that towards
And
me?
she kind of gave a little look like, what's wrong with you? Because I was kind of like I jumped off. I put my feet on the side right away. And that's when I realized, I was like, oh shit, I just did it. But
Hey girl, aren't you supposed to be 6 feet?
yeah, it was embarrassing, bro. I just kind of got embarrassed. And then I guess I dropped beer on my mask. So the whole time that I was working out, I could smell the beer on the mask, and it was making me nauseous.
Because you're hungover though
Yeah,
too.
so it was just a terrible.
Oh,
but
okay.
I still got my
I'm getting
2
real
hours in. I got my 2 hours in. Now we're on the treadmill. I got my weights in. I did everything I needed to, but it was just a hard lesson to learn, I gotta say, and I learned it.
Smurf.
What you got?
Okay, so I have an off the top, and it's a little bit of misguidance and your alerts, your alerts, either ESPN alerts, your sports app alerts, or the little ticker on ESPN, NBA TV, and it deals with basketball. When someone hits a game-winning shot, or like a buzzer beater type shot,
Yeah.
it get who just did it? Rozier just did it. So-and-so player hits game-winning field goal with .12 left. If you were to read that, like in essence, in my mind, you're reading that as in he hit the shot with 1.2 left.
Left on the clock.
For me, I feel like it should be LaMelo Ball hits Zach Lavine hits a game-winning shot.
Yeah.
That left 0.1 second left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's a little bit of like misrepresentation of what it says. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So are you saying like
It's annoying. Like I kind of read it like as in like LeBron James hits a
with
game-winning.
0.12 seconds left.
Yeah, it makes you think like he took the shot with
With-
that like he took the shot with that on the shot clock.
The wordplay
Or on
is
the
in
last.
Yeah, like the wordplay is
the
like,
wordplay.
bro, like
no shit. So you're going back and you're like, wait, he had the ball for 8 seconds and then he shot it and left no time on there.
Or he left 1.8 seconds on the shot.
I feel like it should be changed to Damian Lillard hits a shot, a game-winning shot that left 0.2 seconds on the clock or 1.8 seconds on the clock, rather than Damian Lillard hits game-winning shot with 1.8 left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
the wordplay is a little off. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Because like you're reading it in the rush and you're going, huh? So is there 1.8 left, or did he hit it with 1.8?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it was the last actual shot. The clock,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Right.
No, that makes sense. I never even really thought about that till you.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's because I've always thought about
I
it.
know, but hey, get to the mic.
I know I've always thought about it, and it's like, nah, like, bruh, like, it don't make sense. It don't make sense to me. Just like those weak ass updates, like when there's like an injury on the field, like in NFL or sports or some shit happens, you get the ESPN or Bleacher Report update. See what so and so is saying on social media about Saquon Barkley's injury, all the support, or it's like, why do I care about what Ezekiel Elliott has to say?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all clickbait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you're saying, and that's I think we were having that discussion last night during the Taco Chronicles too. You know what I'm saying? That shit's coming out. But we were talking about how like that's what social media is. It's all clickbait.
Well,
It's
yeah, there's a comedian that does that, and he goes, yeah, you know, after the tragedies, they go, oh, my prayers go to this tragedy.
yeah.
And he's all, you know what that really means? Look at me over here. I care about it too. You know what I mean? That's all it really is, yeah.
No, and you've heard that
I think
with
it's
a lot of
Anthony
celebrities and like people in that public eye where I've heard a lot of people like, yo, I'm not going to send a tweet out or something like that. Like that should be done on the daily. If you care about that special someone or that person, like you pray for them daily, not just when something bad happens to them or whatever. Like, and I'm not gonna put it out there. I'm gonna give them a call. I'm gonna talk to them personally.
Yeah.
You know, just because now people do that, like you said. Look at me. I'm bringing attention to it.
Yeah.
So I want my tweet to get retweeted or
Look
this
at
and
me.
that.
right.
I care about the world so much. No, you don't. You've even never been there. You don't know anything about it. You probably just got it on your CNN updates and you just posted right away. You don't even know what really happened. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
It's like that shit that happened with Texas, bro. That shit was crazy.
Oh, about them freezing over?
Yeah.
That sucks, but
I mean,
get your power grid set up right. No, it was like one of them. It was like 100-year storm or something like that. What's your off top? You got it off top?
I really have off the top.
No, you got one?
Nah.
Nothing.
I just, you know, when people are drinking in your car, you know, do the speed limit. You know, follow every traffic regulation that you can.
Open bottle.
You know, yeah. I had an off the top, but we'll save that for another week.
I got a really good one, but I'm just kind of letting it marinate.
Yeah, that's kind of like I have one, but I gotta word it in a different way. Like I want to sit down and actually write.
I'm about to go into my misogynist bag a little bit.
Yeah, shit. The new setting got him way too comfortable.
We might hit that one up maybe at the end and see how it
Let's marinate here for a
let's
couple weeks.
Let's chill. I don't want to get kicked off
keep
the
it PG.
YouTube right away. You know what I mean?
No, no, but you're right about the whole like misguidance and everything. That's why it still surprises me. I guess that'll be my off the top.
What?
It still surprises me that people still believe like news nowadays.
Oh.
Like it really surprises me how much people really like still watch the news knowing the propaganda, the fake to it, the misguidance, how Smurf was saying, of everything. You know what I mean? Especially when it's a bona fide like news network. Like you know which side they're leaning to and you're still gonna be like, oh, see this and that, like.
You're in a vacuum.
Yeah, you're in a vacuum,
and
it's still it just surprises me to this day, even after everything that's happened in the past couple years, people still want to like lean on the news for their own knowledge, and it's like, it's surprising me how people still watch the news.
Yeah.
How are ratings so high on like?
It's a lot of propaganda going on in the news.
Yeah,
It's a lot of, you can't believe everything you hear on the news. No matter what network it is, whether it's sports or politics.
Yeah.
You can't, bro. You
yo,
can't.
and I'm sorry, but Rush Limbaugh died. Did you see that?
Yeah, bro.
Passed away.
Pretty fucked up.
He did?
Yeah.
I think he had cancer or some shit.
Who knows?
That's the Fox dude?
Nah, Rush Limbaugh was.
He did ESPN for a while. He did like Fox for a while. He did all kinds of stuff, but he was like, he was really right wing type of guy. He was like. His opinion was out there, bro. He didn't give a shit. Like, he said what he wanted to say, how he wanted to say it, and hey, you gotta give props where it's coming. Like, a lot of people might not agree with him, but hey, he did his thing, right? R.I.P. man, S.P.
Yeah, so that's just crazy, huh?
Yeah.
People still watch. I don't understand it, bro. Like, ever since I was a kid, I've never watched the news. My parents never watched the news.
I ain't never been tapped in.
Yeah, never. And even like only my grandma had it on, but like has background noise. Cause around that time, like she's cooking, she's getting dinner ready. It's there. You know what I mean?
Well, I would watch local news though when I was a kid.
Oh, definitely watch local.
I didn't even watch that though. I was scared when I was a kid. Cause I'd hear like, oh, someone's out, armed and dangerous, and I was like 5 years old, like, yo, what if they pop up into my crib, like, like this fool just murdered like 5 people, like I don't want to watch. That would scare me more than scary movies.
Type shit?
Yeah, bro. Did you watch that shit on Netflix?
Yeah, bro.
Which one?
The Night Stalker one.
The Night Stalker.
Oh yeah,
bro. I got anxiety.
Hey, you know what I want to touch on, and we'll touch on it after this, is the Elisa Lam.
Elisa Lam.
Y'all haven't watched that documentary on Netflix about the Cecil Hotel?
Yeah, but I think at this point Netflix is just like really trying to grab onto something.
Really? No, I think their documentaries is top in the game.
No, it's dope, but they ran out of all the like.
Did you guys see the one on HBO Max? The one about the Dale, the car. It's about a lady. It's about a guy who was a con artist. And he lands up being transgender and crazy shit like that.
No, I didn't see that one.
You gotta check that one out, bro. This is what pisses me off, right?
Let's see.
This fucking.
I'm getting too damn comfortable.
Okay, so
my eyes are rolling like.
Like from investors, millions and millions of dollars, bro. Guess how much fucking time he did in jail? Made fake money. Everybody was after this guy, landed up being a woman, took money. Guess how much time he did in jail? Just guess.
60 days.
Nope. 18 months.
I was gonna say like a year.
18 months. You know you get more than that for a domestic violence? You could do like 2 years of
Yeah.
Yeah, the system is corrupt.
White collar crimes you don't get no fucking time.
You were saying your boy SPM, he's getting more time than a murderer.
Yeah, he's doing life.
Well, I'm not gonna say what I heard this, but like you get more time for having just marijuana on you than killing somebody. Killing someone on average, you only get 3 years.
You know, any hard drug.
Marijuana is about like a minimum of 5.
So any hard drug like cocaine stuff and heroin stuff, you get caught. That's a felony right off the bat. You're looking at a year, 2 years minimum, and you're a user. You're not a seller.
Yeah,
that is crazy. This guy's did 18 months, millions of dollars, made fake money, was constantly on the run, bro. It was crazy. Well, you gotta watch that documentary, bro. It is crazy.
That's the thing about the system. Like you said, those white collar crimes. I think those have a way bigger adverse effect on the actual economy and other people than like a drug dealer. But then they're getting out with less time.
Well, the guy that had a Ponzi scheme for billions of dollars, right?
Oh, Hush Puppy?
No, that was I can't remember his name, dude. But he was like the biggest investor. Everybody, actors, directors, everybody did investing with him. They turned around, they found out that it was billions of dollars that he did a Ponzi scheme with. Billions. And this guy was in jail saying, I don't want to sleep right there. I want a better bed. Billionaire, dude. Robbed billions of dollars. And he was just an asshole. And that guy's probably going to get like 5 years.
Oh yeah, easy. The whole system is
It's fucked up when it
just
comes to
messed
white
up.
collar crimes.
What?
Fucked up when it comes to white collar crimes. Because like blue collar crimes is like street shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, white collars.
Well, that tells you everything you need to know about the system.
I might as well go rob $1 million from a rich guy than rob a convenience store.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, so
Alright, let's get into sports.
yeah, let's get into some sports. Carson Wentz got traded for a 3rd round pick and a conditional 2nd round pick that may go up to a 1st round pick. He's with the Colts now. What are y'all thoughts on it? Who got the better end of the deal? Who might win this deal? What is your outlook on the Eagles next year and on the Colts?
Go first, man.
I think it was kind of like a. I don't think either side really got up on the other. I think it was a pretty straightforward deal. The Eagles reportedly aren't really happy with how it went down, but they were just happy to get that out of the building already. Step away from it. Let's move on. Obviously, the Eagles, they wanted to get more. They were trying to get like a 1st round pick. Other teams were like, hey, he's not worth the 1st round pick, especially with that contract. And that was the biggest thing. That's why I don't think each side, I think it was a straightforward. Like the Colts was like, look, man, we'll give you a 3rd conditional next year, but we're taking on that contract. Yes, do we have the money to do it? But they're also taking the risk of a Carson Wentz. Now, last year, he didn't go out with injury like the past 2 years or the 2 years prior. So they are kind of thankful that he didn't go out with an injury. He did get benched. He didn't put up the best stats last year. So they're taking a risk as far as a performance. But I think in Carson Wentz standpoint, and I'm a Wentz hater, but I think the change of scenery for a Wentz.
Wentzylmania.
Yeah, I think he actually might do well with the Colts. The change of scenery, I think it was just ever since the Super Bowl was won there with the Nick Foles, you really started to hear a lot of bashing towards a Wentz and within the locker room. And I think once you lose the locker room, especially in the QB position, I think it's wise for teams to just kind of move on because they are making the most money. They are considered to be the leaders, and if all accounts are true about Wentz's leadership, then why do you even want him there? Why are you going to keep on paying him? And he's putting up lackluster performances. You could put up with someone like that if they're an Aaron Rodgers or a Tom Brady. You can put up with that. They're going to be like, hey, shut the hell up. He's earning his money. Yep. He's doing what he has to do. You just follow behind whether you like him or not.
Or Dak Prescott.
Yeah, hey, speaking of that, Dak Prescott's the only one with the same team in that draft class. Everybody else has been traded.
What year was
it? 2016.
Yeah.
Well,
and we'll see.
technically
We'll see.
a free agent, right?
Well, they're a franchise.
Well, technically he
Sure.
hasn't signed with another team.
Yeah.
But on the Wentz side, and I think the Eagles, like I said, they wanted to get rid of that whole aura within the locker room. I think they just kind of lost a lot of confidence in Wentz. And him going to the Colts with the Frank Reich, who really gave Wentz his best year, I think he's happy. I think he's happy, and like I said, the change of scenery sometimes is going to really benefit a player, especially in Wentz's situation.
Yeah.
Anthony, what is your outlook on the Eagles and Jalen Hurts?
On
Or is
Hurts?
Jalen Hurts with just the Eagles? What's your outlook?
I think they.
With no
I
Carson.
think who won it is definitely the Colts. You figure they moved up to get Carson Wentz, and then they didn't get nothing back. The only thing they really freed up was what, cap space. His contract's gone. I think he's damaged, and I don't think it's I don't think it's physical. It's mental. I think he lost it mentally, where he's like. First of all, he goes. The team goes to the Super Bowl. Nick Foles wins it. All right. and comes
During
back
his MVP
Yeah,
year.
during his MVP year.
Yeah.
Goes back, tries his best, has a lackluster season, average at best. Comes back again. This year was just awful, devastating to his career. I hope he could get it back together. He has an arm on him. He has talent. I think the Eagles, they're saying, hey, we really messed up on this one. They're just trying to walk away from it. It's just like walking away from a bad deal, man. They're just trying to get away from it. That's it. Move on. Move forward. That's it.
Yeah.
So here's the details. So to get Carson Wentz in 2017, remember that the Eagles traded up with the Browns.
Yes.
Okay. So the Eagles got these picks from the Browns. The number 2 pick, Carson Wentz. They got the number 132nd pick. They got a running back named Donnell Pumphrey. I don't know if he's still in the league.
Probably a practice squad player.
The Eagles gave away these picks to the Browns, which later became these draft picks. So the number 8 pick in the draft, which became Jack Conklin, tackle. He's in Tennessee now.
Yeah.
The number 12 pick in the 2017 draft, Deshaun Watson, that went to Houston. The 64th pick, Tyquan Lewis. 77th pick, Darryl Worley. And the 100th pick, Connor Cook. So the Browns traded those pick away as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The Browns really don't like draft picks, huh?
Yep.
Isn't Connor Cook out of the league though?
He's out of the league.
Out of the league, yep.
Yeah, I mean it's that year really I think really messed Wentz up, like you said, mentally.
What year?
That his MVP season where he just went out with an injury. Nick Foles comes in
And rocks.
and he gets him to the promised land, delivers in the promised land.
His psyche's been jacked ever since.
Bro, they had a mural for this fool in the locker room. All the players were
They had the Wenzelmania.
Yeah.
They had. Go ahead.
No,
They
for
called him
Foles.
Big Dick. No, Mick Foles. They called him.
Oh,
Big
yeah,
Dick Nick.
right. But I'm saying that.
Yes.
Right.
They really.
But back to Carson Wentz, I think it all goes down to if you have a good year, I want to see you do it again.
Right.
What have you done?
And he got crowned early.
Yes.
And that's what we were talking about many shows ago. How we put that pressure in one good year of a quarterback. How come we're already, like even now, we're naming Patrick Mahomes the young GOAT. And it's like, dude, the GOAT is still playing and he just beat him. Like, let's stop crowning these dudes and putting them on. If you like them, you like them. If they're good, they're good. Just say that. But to be like, oh, it's like how they're saying with Trevor Lawrence. He's like the next Tom Brady, but with more athletic and a better arm. And it's like, whoa, he's just Trevor Lawrence. That's Trevor Lawrence. Let's see how he does. After the first year, how many QBs have we seen that have a really good first year, and after that they just start putting lackluster performance. They start declining because their heads get big, and Wentz in that position, like I said, he lost the locker room, and to put up the performances that he was putting up, and also you got to give him the benefit of the doubt because in a way of his health. He was just getting injury riddled after
injury prone. Yeah.
Yeah, and he actually stayed healthy, but then he got benched because of his performance. So now you're healthy, you're not really performing, even subpar. That we got to bench you, and even though Jalen Hurts wasn't astronomically better, he provided them with the spark. You saw that people were like happy that he was behind center at that point.
They said that it also hurt him too when they drafted him. That why are they drafting a quarterback when I just got paid on the face of the franchise, and they said that most likely hurt his psyche too.
Because they called him.
I think coaching has a lot to do with it, and in general scenarios like this.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be going back to the Colts, back to Frank Reich. I think he had that successful year because coaching and your supporting cast and people around you. And that's what it goes down to. You brought up Patrick Mahomes. We don't know yet, but do we think that, and we may never see it, do we think that a Patrick Mahomes is going to be as good without an Andy Reid? Without a Eric Bieniemy, you know, without Kafka as his quarterback coach, or you see it the other way around. Derek Carr was flourishing under I forget his name, the offensive coordinator. In comes Todd Downing, and he doesn't have as good of a year.
He had a down year. Yeah.
And then here comes John Gruden, and now he's doing back to what he was doing. Cam Newton had his best year under Norv Turner. Norv Turner isn't there anymore. He's it's with the Patriots. He's with Josh McDaniels. I think coaching has a lot to do with it, and he got crowned way too early. And I think not his psyche. I'm more on the coaching side.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I'm more on the supporting cast and the coaching side with it.
That's good.
That's why we love football, though, right? Football is the ultimate team sport. Like, that's the thing. You got to have a good supporting cast. You got to have good coaching staff, and you got to have a good organization.
Yep. Good
and that's why you don't see a whole lot of dynasties in the NFL. The Patriots was like the last one, and
the only one.
That we're
really
going to
see. The last one we're going to see, I should say.
Yeah, because it's hard to keep that level of play for many, many years. It's the most injury riddled sport. It'll take you out.
There's
it's the not for long league.
There's more parity.
Yeah, there's just way more parity, and that's why we love the NFL, and that's why you see it. When it comes on, those ratings go high. But I do agree with coaching is like, we forget a lot that we want to act like one player is going to change a game, and it's not in the NFL.
So speaking about ratings, now we can switch the subject. And I wanted to get into it.
Go ahead.
The Super Bowl was the lowest rated, I want to say, in like 10, 15 years.
Really?
Yes. And
technical difficulties over here.
Yeah, ain't no technical difficulties.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Ain't no technical difficulties. That doesn't need to be brought up.
No.
Because the camera's on me right now. So the reason I say that is because a lot of MAGAs want to take credit for that. And maybe they have a lot of credit to do that. Maybe they deserve a lot of credit. But the NFL ain't in trouble. That's like saying like you are taking too much credit to. And I don't want to say MAGAs, but the people that are taking credit to tuning out the NFL, it's like saying I'm a billionaire. I'm a billionaire, and I lost millions. Okay, you still a billionaire.
Yep.
The NFL is not in trouble. Stop trying to be petty and take credit for, the low ratings. I think the low ratings has, the other thing is, a lot of bars were closed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of establishments were closed to where that also boosts up your ratings. You know what I'm saying? I think that has a lot to do with it. Don't stop trying to take credit for, the ratings being so low.
Also, we've been in a pandemic, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, there was those that couldn't go out, or there's a lot of states that were locked down.
That's what I'm saying.
And you had 20 people, regardless of what the rules were, going to one house to watch that. Yep. Instead of five there, like multiple TVs for those 20 people, then it was all in one. And there's a lot of people that just couldn't pay their bills. They didn't have TV. They didn't have electricity. Let's be honest here. You guys, to say that, we did that. Look, when Cap took a knee, guys, I worked with someone like straight up. I'm not watching the NFL no more. And we were both Cowboys fans at the time, right?
Yeah.
First week, right? I'm like, yo, did you watch that game? And he was like, nah, I don't watch the NFL no more. Nah, I'm not. And he would use the hard N-word. I'm not going to watch them, like, take knees and stuff. And I was like, all right, cool.
Was he a veteran?
No, he was just a white dude. And so then he's like, next week goes by. And I don't bring it up to him. Like, yo, you ain't watching it. I ain't trying to push the buttons.
Yeah.
So we're eating in lunch, and he's like, so they barely pulled it off, huh? And I was like, oh, did you watch the game? And he was like, nah, just it's the score update on my phone. Third week rolls by, and he's like, they could have won it. And I'm like, oh, did you watch the game? I just got the last quarter, like the last minute. By the fourth week, he's like, that was a pretty damn good game, don't you think? It's hard to stay away from that, bro. You know what I mean?
It is.
Right. That's like you had sex your whole life, and then all of a sudden at like 32, you're like, I'm gonna be absent until I get married.
God,
bro, try to stay away from that.
That would be rough.
That ain't gonna happen. Yeah. So, nah, the NFL is king.
Yeah,
it is king.
They don't have nothing to worry about. It's clearly they don't have nothing to worry about. The merchandise is selling, everything's selling off the freaking charts, man.
Yeah, so that's my take on that. But other than that, ain't really that about wraps it up on the NFL. There's not really a lot going. The new calendar year starts next year. The salary cap did go up, I believe, though.
A little bit.
They raised it twice, didn't they? It went up.
I think it's at 180. I don't know about how much it went up. I'm pretty sure it went up though.
Because at first it was like 178 or 176, and they're like, oh, we're just gonna raise it back up to like 180. So that might benefits the Colts too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got a lot of free agents, a lot of good players, especially on the defensive side, coming up on some big contracts.
Right.
So
we wanted to get into some NBA because NBA right now is their time.
Zach Lavine, baby, number one. That's my boy, dog.
Okay, so we wanted to get into Draymond Green's comments about the double standards in the NBA.
Yeah.
How come a player can't, demand a trade or want out of a situation publicly, but yet the team publicly can trade?
I want to hear Ant. Like, I'm just going to sit back in this comfy ass side.
I'll go. Okay, so there are double standards. I said this. They are double standards, and there's always going to be double standards. One of the players actually came out.
Did you fart it?
Yeah.
I've been trying to hold this shit in, dog.
We heard that.
It's real quiet in here.
It's real quiet in here.
I thought he was going to go into this big old diatribe. I was like, here's my chance.
So I call it. So there's double standards, and double standards exist. Millionaire problems, like always.
Right.
They have. It's every day. Every day people go through this. They could lose their jobs. They get traded. They demand a trade. Plus and this is one thing. So he's saying that they got mad that what's his name? Harden demanded a trade, right? What's Harden? Top 5 player?
Oh yeah.
Is Blake Griffin?
Not in my eyes.
Is Blake Griffin a top 5 player?
Not anymore. No.
Is he even top 10?
Nah.
I would say
nah.
He's not top 10. He's maybe he's not 18th. Maybe.
Yeah.
The guy who is it from the Cavs? What's his name?
Oh, you're talking
that's arresting. Yeah, they're gonna trade
Kevin
him.
Love?
No, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
They're arresting him. They want to get what they can from him. They're not superstars, and they're cool with it. They're saying that it's sad that he sits down. He still gets paid though, right? Is he not getting paid?
And so Draymond was also talking about like how come we got to sit down and still act professional?
Because that's your job.
Right.
Your job. Your job is to be a professional. You're a professional fucking athlete. Act like it.
And the difference, and I think that's the hard part because when I heard Draymond Green talking about it, you were kind of speaking to the fans about it.
Yeah.
And because regardless the owners are going to do what they have to do because they have an organization to run.
Yeah.
You're an asset, right?
Exactly.
Yes. You are an asset. If you have high value and you can and if my team is shitty, well, I'm going to have to try to trade some of my good assets in order to rebuild my team or get my team up and running again.
Exactly.
I'm sorry if that's not the way you like it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're not making any type of difference in order for this team to compete. So the whole Draymond Green talking about it, he was talking more towards fans and their outlook on players. But that's what a fan is.
Yeah.
A fan is a fan of the team.
Yep. Not
We're,
you.
yeah, we didn't just
Well, I'm not a LeBron fan. I don't jump from the Heat to the Cavs or the Lakers.
right. You have some fans that do.
You have fans that do that, but I know what you mean. They're a
Yes.
fan of the team. They want what's best for the damn.
You're
team.
trying to change the fans' opinion,
Yeah.
and it's just not.
And you know what? And then the way he says it, you're demanding a trade. Yes, I know you don't like it. You don't like your situation. Then don't sign the contract.
Yeah.
Don't sign it for that long. Do a better deal. Do a 1-year contract each time. Do what Jordan did. Jordan did a 1 year. He never did a long
Reeves.
Jarrell Reeves, 1 year. He bet on himself.
Yeah.
So if you could bet on yourself, then do it. And you're guaranteed money on that.
Yeah.
So,
Like, and it was like this. Look.
But not every player is great like Darrell Revis.
Yeah, but no. But put it this way, right? Smurf was a
But not every player is great like Darrell Revis.
exactly.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about. He's talking about big stars asking for trades, right? I just said that, right?
Right.
If you're a regular Joe, that's what you got to deal with: getting traded, sitting down.
It's and it's also hard for me in the NBA because I feel like in the NBA alone, players have a lot more say and a lot more push and pull than any other league in other than the NFL, other than MLB. They have a lot more push and pull, a lot more say in what they can or cannot do. Just Kawhi last year, he's like, look, I'm gonna be resting games.
Yep.
I'm gonna be taking times off. And
Yeah.
they accommodate them in those times. And now Draymond's like, oh, how come we have to act professional and we don't have a say in what you're getting traded? Well, sorry, dude. Hey, where I work, I don't have a say or if I'm going to come in the next day. If I mess up or I'm not really helping that company,
Yep.
they're going to let me go. Whether I say like,
Sayonara.
go.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to pay your bills the next month. What do they do? Trading you?
Yeah.
You're still getting paid that money.
Yeah.
Unless they cut you, you still get a contract that probably pays you out.
And you still own the house wherever
Yeah.
you're living in. You can own that
You
house
can
and
sell
visit
it,
whatever.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm sorry you have to maybe go to Minnesota or somewhere that I'm not saying that like Minnesota's whack.
It's cold.
I'm
It's
just saying
fucking
you
cold,
might
to be
not
honest.
like the city that where you're going to,
Yeah.
but that was the team
Exactly.
that gave the
Used to
best
play in
offer for
Minnesota.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the best. When you sell a car,
He's really a Zach Lavine fan. Huh?
Yeah. He's
Hey,
bringing up
hey.
Minnesota and everything.
bro,
He's
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my boy Vin. Hey, I got your back, baby. He's like my Dak of the NBA. Nah, but I just think because also too is he was talking more of the Harden situation. What was the difference that we said last week between a Russell Wilson and then like a James Harden? James Harden came in out of shape, said, hey, we suck. He was calling the teams out and all that. Russell Wilson, on the other hand, was like, look, I'm just getting frustrated with getting hit. But like how we said, maybe that was conversations he's had for years.
One
They're
last thing.
complete different scenarios on both.
No, but
No, I know. But what I'm saying is,
professionalism.
yeah,
Professionalism. What do they get paid for? Stay in shape, come play basketball, play for your team.
Let me just say this.
One last thing before you start. Plus, the organizations are catering to this guy that are the all-stars.
mm-hmm.
Harden was catered to. That's it. And then he wanted
Right. So, first of all, every situation has its own DNA.
Exactly.
Every so like the James Harden one is different from an Anthony Davis, from an Andre Drummond, from Blake
That's what I
Griffin.
was coming up with, yeah.
From
Okay.
a Boogie Cousins.
Yeah, Boogie Cousins now might be going back to Lakers.
How would you feel, and you, if you're on a team, and you're out and about, and someone just hits you up that has nothing to do with the organization, and it's like, hey, you know you just got traded, you know you just got cut. How would you feel that you heard it from someone else, not your boss?
You ever been fired before? Never heard like.
Have you been fired by your boss, or have you been fired by someone else
No, I never fired.
that says, "Hey"?
Yeah, it's like calling a friend and be like, "Hey, bro, did you hear that they're letting you go?" That sucks.
See, but you're asking us in a sense of, like, we don't.
If you're in the league, no, if you are in the league, you are a player in any league, and someone tells you, dude at the gas station, hey,
you just got traded to the Kings.
You're going to Orlando. You're going to Sacramento. And you're like, what? You see it on the ESPN ticker.
But the thing is, like, how he started off saying it. It's been happening for years.
For
like,
years.
why is it?
This
why,
isn't new.
why are you surprised that it happened? It's like watching the news.
Yeah.
Why
The
are you still
organizations
surprised it's
have
fake?
always done that. They're Marcellus Wiley for
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
Because something
he found
that's-
out on ESPN. He saw the ticker go by. Cut. Oh, I guess I'm gone.
Because something's been going on for years, does that mean it's right?
It doesn't mean it's right, but double standards do exist.
Right. So, but that's the situation I'm talking about. That's wrong. I feel like that's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like once you are with the team, you are an asset to that team. You are property of that team until your contract runs out. Because I feel like it's like you could be shipped, you could be traded, you could be cut, but it's the decency of telling someone. And that's what I'm attacking you guys on right now. I agree with you guys, but not everything I'm in agreement or disagreement with.
But they did tell him that they're going to trade him.
But that's that situation.
That's that situation.
I'm saying every situation is different.
Yeah.
That's not the same situation as a James Harden.
Yeah.
You know, for example, okay, I disagree with how James Harden went about it, right?
Yeah.
Does James Harden get traded if he doesn't put pressure on the team publicly?
Probably not.
Does he?
What did you?
That's a hypothetical, though. I don't know.
I don't agree.
Because
I don't
I'm
agree
not
with
in
what he
that
did at
room.
all.
You know what I mean?
I actually my standards from him went like that.
now, I also see it from the perspective of, why am I going to tell this guy? Why am I going to tell this guy? And then he flirts it out. He leaks it out to someone else, and it just kills my draft or my how would I say this? Now the Nets know that I'm trying to trade Harden. So they're probably going to be like, hey, we know you're trading him. Why am I going to offer you this much?
Yeah, because it's like almost
You know
like
what I'm saying?
it's like inside information like stocks.
Right.
The minute they find out something, they use that as leverage to not give you that much or give you less.
Yeah.
You seen it in Moneyball? Like the way they're playing the teams against each other to get the trades that they want or the pick.
Right.
That's exactly
So
what they're
where
doing.
I stand is, I'm not on either side. I can see it. I can see it from both perspectives. I feel like a player should. At the end of the day, I'm the type of guy, you need to honor that contract.
Exactly.
You need to honor that contract. But I see it from the other side. Well, why do teams get rid of players and this, that, and the fourth? In the NBA, I'm kind of more towards the owner side because those contracts are guaranteed.
Yep.
In the NFL, I'm kind of more like, well, you're more risk to get injured. There's only 16 paychecks,
Yep.
16 weeks.
See, that's the thing. I think when we're sticking to NBA, it's hard for me to have that empathy or sympathy in the NBA because if it's the NFL, now we switch it. Now I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's fucked up what the owners do on the NFL side.
And honestly, the players who got it worse, who have it worse, is in baseball in terms of not contract, contract, but movement. There's so much player movement in
MLB
baseball.
Oh, bad.
But that's why you have because they have that farm system.
Yeah.
Now.
Right. But it's tough coming up in the league as
And they
Yeah.
can send you back down. They can send you back down.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need space. We don't have space.
now.
for you.
Now the money is guaranteed, but you're not making a lot starting off unless you're a high draft pick.
Yep.
But back to the NBA. So that James Harden situation, I kind of disagree with it. I see what Draymond is talking about. I agree with Draymond.
So do I.
I agree with Draymond, but to a certain extent, on both sides.
That's what I'm saying. Double standards, that's my whole opinion on it. Double standards exist. And I was going to use one, but it's kind of a bad analogy to use. But like, Double standards exist. You got to deal with that double standard.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. That's a breakdown of it. Like, deal with it.
And I think, and it's hard because, like I said, we agree with Draymond, right? But you're speaking to the fans at that point. What he was talking about was mainly speaking fans, because who are the ones really talking shit about players? A lot of it has to be the fans. Like, you don't really see a lot of organizations try to badmouth, just like with the Celtics. They're not gonna badmouth Kyrie Irving and what they're saying.
And it's actually been said too, like,
because they don't want to mess up other free agents. We don't want to look like that type of organization.
There it is. It's been said.
But we had to let him go. That's it. Hey, we had to part ways or whatever. So you're trying to change a fan's opinion and a perspective about you, and it's hard to do that because, put it this way, back in the day, Monte Ellis was one of his favorite players, one of the original Splash Brothers with him and Steph Curry. When they got rid of him, I remember Smurf called me. He's like, "Blood, I'm about to cry. They got rid of Monte Ellis." But the reaction to that was y'all had a little dynasty going. Y'all won some
championships.
Yeah. So like, hey, he's my favorite player, but damn, I got to witness history.
Well, and that's what I was telling Anthony. To me, from a team perspective, I'm used to the money ball aspect.
Right.
You know, I'm used to players coming and going.
Right.
Coming and going.
Hell of the A's with it.
Yeah, being traded, being brought in, grown as an asset, and then let go. You know, me as a fan perspective, I will always, if you were to tell me that the Warriors are trading Steph Curry or that the Raiders are trading Khalil Mack, I'm going to see it better than a guy who is a Yankees fan, because it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we letting Mookie Betts go to the Dodgers?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, that was kind of stupid by the Red Sox, in a way, but because they do have the money as opposed to the A's. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's where we stand with it. So moving along with that, just to end a little segment is, do we have any all-star snubs and for the starters?
Y'all know where I'm going, bro.
Look at him shake that leg.
All I gotta say is,
what?
I don't like Kyrie being in that.
Dame and Lavine, baby, snubbed out. They snubbed out for this year.
Dame got snubbed.
Yeah.
Luka should not be a starter.
No, that should either be Dame or that should be Lavine.
Came into the league.
I'm standing on my own 2 feet and saying Lavine got snubbed. Like, he's got production.
A lot of emphasis is being put into rebounds and assists, and I'm not trying to diminish him, but like, that's not the end all be all for a player. Points, rebounds, and assists.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is.
Wait. Expand on that. What do you mean?
So, for example, like,
You're talking about the stats?
stats. Points, rebounds, and assists. It's like, well, Luka has more assists and more rebounds than Damian Lillard. It's like,
but he's more.
That's not. It's more. This. Yes, that has the impact to the game, but that's not the end all be all.
I see what you're saying.
Because he brings a lot to the game of just for his team.
Yes, it's just
he's badass, bro. I like
it's.
He's been underrated
but he's been in the West also. So you had like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Westbrook, KD. Like, you had stacked West.
Like, for me, Russell Westbrook killed the whole triple-double.
Yeah.
Like, he's Mr. Triple-double, and he kind of diminished it for me.
And he padded his stats a lot. Like,
right.
The ball.
A lot of stat padding.
A lot of guys wouldn't go for the rebound. They would just let him go grab it.
Yeah.
You know, I saw that a lot.
But anyways, Damian Lillard, and you say who? Zach Lavine?
Zach Lavine, baby.
Why? Expand on that.
He's having a career year. He's improved the past 3 years. The only player to actually improve every year in the past 3 years.
Why not Jaylen Brown?
I like Jaylen Brown too, but I think Lavine is just going under the radar right now.
So Bradley Beal is a sure guard. right? He's a lock-in, right?
So here's my thing with the Beal thing, right? I think Beal has been putting up those stats to where they're like, yo, we gotta give him one. Like, I feel like that's kind of what I feel like with Bradley Beal.
Yeah,
I
feel like it's like, oh, we just gotta let him do it.
Yeah, like I don't think it was like, oh man, Beal is killing it. It's just like he's been a really good player, and they're like, we gotta give him one. Like, I feel like they might even do that with Dame next year.
I'm just trying to save you guys from getting called out on YouTube again because last
you act
week.
like I care.
Hang on. No. I'm just saying.
Woo!
Not even by YouTube, by me. This conversation here. Last week, you guys picked your starters.
Yeah.
And you guys had Bradley Beal in there. And your other guard was... I can't remember either. But mine was Jaylen Brown and Bradley Beal. Now, you're saying... We agree on Bradley Beal, is what I'm saying. Right? We all agree on Bradley Beal, right?
I think I got Jaylen Brown.
I don't agree with Kyrie.
Oh, I don't agree with Kyrie either.
I think you had Jaylen Brown too. I'm not sure.
I think I had Jaylen Brown.
And you probably had Zach Lavine.
Yeah, you had Zach Lavine. And I had...
Of course I had Zach Lavine.
I would rather... I can't argue with you hardcore on a Zach Lavine, but I would rather Jaylen Brown, who's a better defender than Zach Lavine.
Which is...
And the team is doing better than Zach Lavine's team.
But I think he has more of a team than Zach Lavine.
And that's why I always look at Zach Lavine, good stats, bad team.
That's exactly right.
And that's kind of why I think like he's going under the radar because of the bad team shit.
But he's always been empty calorie stat guy to me. He's always been an empty calorie stat guy. Someone has to score on a bad team. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, now you're just...
Nah.
Go for it, bro.
Now what? I like
Now what?
So hold on. I want to get back to the Kyrie thing real quick.
Yeah, because Kyrie missed way too much games. Mental health, go blow
he
me.
should not. No.
Yeah, he should not be on there. You know what?
That's just a name pick.
Yeah, and that's a name pick. And you know what it is? It's if you really have mental health issues, maybe you should take All-Star Weekend off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe this ain't the place for you.
Maybe you need to get a little rest.
Well, he's getting mouthy with the Lakers. This week he got mouthy. He's like, man, wait.
Well, you see what Bron said? I want a phone call for an apology.
There's some.
I won't take an apology unless it's a phone call or something.
Yeah. I think the Nets look good. I mean, just regardless, but NBA All-Star is kind of
the All-Star game?
It's just that whole Zach Lavine is just up until this year, he's always been that empty calorie, that good stat, bad team guy. He's always been. He's having a good year.
But just because he's on a bad team doesn't make him like he's
a bad player.
That's what you're saying. Like he's the best of the worst.
What you're trying to say.
Is he the best of the worst?
What I mean by that, it's like a Kevin Love when he was with the Timberwolves. Ooh. He's putting up a bunch of good stats, but his team sucks.
But look what happened when he went to a good team. He won a ring. When he went with the Cavs and you had LeBron, you had a Kyrie.
And what option was he?
Okay, but what I'm saying is, so it's like, that's what I'm saying. So if a Lavine goes to a good team, he's probably not going to be like the number one. Well, I'll admit that. But we can't disregard his performance, how good of a talent he is.
How is the team doing? Let me pull up the Bulls record.
I'd say he'd be a strong 2.
Right.
I think he could be a strong 2. Not a 1 on a good team. He's not gonna be no KD. You know what I mean? But,
and especially because we live in
Chicago is 13-16.
That's almost.
So you're saying because of Lavine? You're saying so? No, hold on.
Is Lavine their best player?
Hold on. Oh, definitely their best player.
Okay.
Right now, but how are you going to? So you're saying he's not good enough to get him more wins, right? Is that what you're saying? He needs to be better because the team's success.
He's always put up stats, and his team doesn't improve.
So you're basing one player by the team's win-loss record. right?
No.
So that's like me saying Dak is a really good QB because he has the most wins as a QB since he came in the league, or the second most wins as he came in the league. But now you're like, I don't credit QB wins, like that's a team success. So we can't go back and forth. So is he gonna be? He's a good player. Is he going under the radar as a player? I'm arguing him as a player.
Well, first of all,
You brought up the team.
Right. Well, first of all, you're comparing 11 on 11 against 5 on 5, where the player has substantial credit in a 5 on 5 rather than on 11 on 11. But going back to that, I'm not saying Zach Lavine needs to win a championship. What I'm saying is his teams always suck, and he's putting up good stats. Is what I'm saying. It's empty calorie stats.
But he played with.
How is it empty calories though?
Right?
What if he's putting up those stats to try to win?
Up until
It's
this
just not-
point is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like so.
So
just
the player,
because the team is
so the-
losing, they're
so-
empty calories.
so-
But if the team was winning, then he's putting up good stats.
Right. So the player
That don't make sense.
So what I'm saying. The player I compare it to is like a
De'Aaron Fox.
DeMarcus Cousins. How many times did he make the playoffs with the Kings?
Ooh.
But he put up a bunch of good stats, right?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Devin Booker. He put up a bunch of good stats. How many times has he been to the playoffs? Hung 60 on the Celtics at one point.
Yeah, that's true.
I see what you're saying, but now you're trying to accredit. So you're saying one player can change
In
a
the
whole organization's team if they're that good.
And
Is
the
that what you're
NBA.
saying?
And the
In the
NBA, for the
then
most
why do
part,
we
yes.
have super teams? Why do we have KD, Harden, and Kyrie all on one fucking team?
You gotta
If
ask
one-
them. You gotta ask them.
But that's what I'm saying. So now that they're on the
Kyrie
super
Irving. Kyrie Irving. Has he ever won without LeBron? Has he ever won without LeBron?
Or without a good number one.
Has he ever won without LeBron?
That's my. Oh, go ahead, answer.
No, he hasn't. We know that.
But he puts up numbers, right?
Because he's a strong two.
But okay. Now we're going into something else. Now I think Kyrie Irving is better than Zach Lavine. Don't get me wrong.
Oh.
Kyrie Irving is better than Zach Lavine. He's
On
better
the
than
court,
Zach.
but not mentally.
Yeah. I was going for character.
I was gonna say.
That's exactly what I did, bro.
We gonna call Anthony the
Yeah,
judge.
okay, I gotta see what that.
The judge.
I don't want him.
Huh?
But basically, I guess where would you rank Zach Lavine in the NBA pyramid? Is he top 10, top 20, top 30, top 40, top 50?
Right now, honestly speaking, top 25.
Zach Lavine.
Yeah.
So,
I thought you were going to say top 15.
okay, so he's top 25. Okay, so if he's top 25, his team should be in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, sure.
Bro,
Dude,
that's hard for me to say. Like you're
18,
taking it to
16
a level of literally, bro. You're talking in an era of where we live, literally in super teams, right? That's like saying KD was putting up empty calories before he went to the Warriors. That's basically what you're saying.
No, because he got to the playoffs.
And he
Yeah,
blew.
he
and
got
what
to
did
the
he blow?
playoffs.
What did
That's
he blow?
different.
A 3-1 lead? But he also had a Westbrook, right? So if KD is on the Kings right now, with nobody around him, he's
Well-
taking them to the playoffs, is what you're saying.
What?
If KD goes to the Kings right now, a bum team right now, he's taking them that playoffs that first year. He's
Yes.
Tom Brady in it.
Yes.
You can honestly say that.
If KD was to go to
KD, I'm calling you out. Next year,
If
go to
KD
a bum ass team, take them to the playoffs, and don't put up empty calories. I'm calling
okay,
him out.
so here's another one. Carl Anthony Towns. Is he a bust? He was the number 1 pick. Is he a bust? What has he done in Minnesota?
It's not a damn thing.
Andrew Wiggins.
No,
He was-
that one's a bust. I gotta say.
Okay,
Wiggins.
but he was putting up numbers in Minnesota. Are those empty calorie stats? What did Minnesota ever do?
But we're talking about NBA.
You get my point?
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
'Cause-
But NBA, there's not parity like that. You're based on the NBA is based on like 10 players. Those 10 best players are always going to be in the fucking playoffs, because that's how they move and maneuver to certain teams in order to get there.
You mean top 10 players?
Yeah, like just top 10 players, like a KD, a LeBron.
Does Utah have a top 10 player?
No, they have a strong team and a deep bench, though. It's a good organization, bro. Good organization.
The Magic went to the playoffs. Do they have a top 10 player?
No.
Do they have a top 20
Nets
player?
went to the playoffs last year.
Who?
Kyrie was hurt. Nets.
Right.
They went, and so that's what I'm saying is like they didn't have, when they went to the playoffs, they had a deep bench.
They went to
had
the
everything.
playoffs under 500.
Yeah, they did.
You still we're just talking going to the playoffs,
They
though,
went
right?
right. They went to
So
the
now
playoffs.
we're bringing records into it.
Right. They went to the playoffs under 500. Why couldn't the Bulls go? They spotted you an under 500 record. They spotted you an under 500 record. You still couldn't make the playoffs. It's just like in baseball. They expanded the playoff teams. Mike Trout, you're so good. They allowed 8 playoff teams. You still couldn't get to the fucking playoffs. Now that's not on Mike Trout. I don't think it's because that's another.
I see
sport.
what he's saying.
I see what he's saying.
I see what he's saying. I'm
gonna put it in a food sense. I think it's like eating sushi. You know, there's no.
I'm just trying to get into it right now. I'm trying to get into it right
No,
now.
but I can't agree with like the empty because now you're saying, oh, you're putting up numbers for nothing, bro. Just sit down.
No.
Like basically that's what you're saying.
What I'm
because-
saying is
no, hold up. What you're saying is how come he can't be putting up points to try to win the game? You're basically saying because you guys are losing, like bro, sit your ass down. Like there's no point in you playing because it's empty calories.
He's an
like your points don't matter.
He's an unimpactful player.
Okay, his points don't matter.
Up
is what
until
you're
this
saying.
point.
His points don't matter is what you're saying. So everything he's done, he's not a great player because he's not winning games, is what you're saying.
Is the NBA all about points? Is there another aspect to points?
Well, you gotta
defend. You gotta assist, right? You gotta run the floor, right?
Yes.
The NBA isn't just about scoring points.
But
There's more aspect to just scoring.
now you're going all over the place. We started off with one thing, now he's going all over the place.
You won't get a lot more asses up in this one.
I know, bro.